Hi everyone. I have two stories for you today. First one up is Fancy Nancy at the museum. Fancy Nancy at the museum. Ooh la la! I am overjoyed. That's a fancy word for very happy. Our class is going to a museum. I look extra fancy. So does Miss Glass. I love your shirt, I tell her. Miss Glass tells us, today we will see masterpieces. That's a fancy word for great paintings. The bus ride is very bumpy. Bump, bump, bump. Bree is my bus buddy. My tummy feels funny, she tells me. Bump, bump, bump. We stop for lunch. Bree is not hungry, but I am. I ate my lunch. I ate her lunch too. I have 2 eggs, a juice box, carrot sticks, an apple, and a big cookie. Merci, I say. That's French for thank you. Now we are back on the bus. Bump, bump, bump. We will be there soon, says Miss Glass. I hope so. My tummy feels funny now. Very funny. Maybe 2 lunches was 1 lunch too many. Miss Glass! Miss Glass! I cry. I'm going to be sick. Stop the bus! Miss Glass cries. The bus stops. Miss Glass takes me to the side of the road. I get sick. I drink some water. I suck on a mint. My tummy feels better, but I'm not overjoyed anymore. I'm all dirty. I wanted to look extra fancy today, I said sadly. I understand, Miss Glass says. And I have an idea. We get to the museum. Come with me, says Miss Glass. I come out. Miss Glass's idea was spectacular. That's a fancy word for great. Lucky you, says Bree. I wish I got to wear her shirt and hat. It is a French hat, I tell her. It is a barrette. A man from the museum takes us to a gallery. That's a fancy museum word for room. I love all the paintings, the masterpieces most of all. We see paintings of trees and lakes. They are called landscapes. We see paintings of flowers and bowls of fruit. They are called still lifes. The last painting is a picture of a lady. A painting of a person is called a portrait, the man tells us. I like her hat and her fan and her beads, I tell the man. They are lavender. Lavender is my favorite color. That's a fancy word for light purple. The man smiles. You are a very observant girl. Then Miss Glass tells us, observant means noticing things. Nancy is very observant indeed. On the bus trip back, I do not feel sick. I feel almost overjoyed. That night, I make a painting for Miss Glass because she is so nice. It is not a masterpiece, but someday I will paint one. Have you guys gone to the museum with your family or your classroom? Was it fun? Next story is JoJo and Daddy bake a cake. JoJo and Daddy bake a cake. I am baking a cake. Daddy is my helper. Who is the cake for? Daddy asks. I say, it's a surprise. Then I zip my lips. We mix lots of stuff into a bowl. I let Daddy help. He is a good helper. Mommy finds the cake pans. Who is the cake for? Mommy asks. I say, it's a surprise. Then I zip my lips. I pour the cake mix into the pans. I let Daddy help me again. He is a very good helper. Daddy puts the pans into the oven. Oh look, it's Freddie. He wants to play. I tell him, I am busy. I am baking a cake. Who is the cake for? Freddie asks. I say, It's a surprise. Then I zip my lip. Freddie helps Daddy and me make frosting. Now I have 2 helpers. The frosting is good. It's very, very good. Soon the pans come out of the oven. Nancy smells the cake. Who is it for? Asks my sister. I say, it's a surprise. Then I zip my lips. Nancy helps frost the cake. I have 3 helpers now. We make the cake fancy. Daddy says, now can you tell us who the cake is for? No, not yet, I say. Then I zip my lips. Daddy has to take Frenchie for a walk. Freddie has to go home. Only Nancy is left. So I unzip my lips. I tell Nancy my secret. She helps me with one last thing. After dinner, I bring out the cake. Daddy sees it. He is so surprised. It is for him. Because you are the best daddy and the best helper in the world. That was a cool surprise. Have you guys ever baked a cake for your mom or dad or brother or sister? Thanks for stopping by. I will see you in my next story time. Bye.